Welcome to Dobby Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this installment, we have this Titan box with an oscillating multi-tool inside it. So let me just pop it open so you can see, so I can see my camera. Yeah, so we have this lovely Titan oscillating multi-tool. And here's the beast itself. Kind of hard to get in the shop because it's quite big. Here's a huge little oscillating multi-tool. It's got a quick release just here, like so, and it's pretty good. It is the TTB892MLT, and I picked it up from Screwfix, mainly because I need to cut through some suspension bolts. And I didn't have anything else available, and my previous oscillating multi-tool decided to pack up, so wasn't great. But let's get this out of the way. It also comes with a few accessories, so your standard oscillating multi-tool accessories, sander, some cutting stuff, and some little flat blades and a scraper. If I haven't used any of the accessories that come with it, it's normally pretty cheap. I just got them in the box so I can show you guys. It also comes with a few adapters and bits like that. And there's obviously this lovely case as well, which is really quite firm and secure. So we'll get this up out of the way. You may notice how the audio sounds different. I have tried adjusting the audio, so you have to let me know what you think about it. Let's plug this in quickly just so you can hear it in action. I'm not going to run it for too long because they are fairly noisy. I'm not sure how the camera's going to take to it, but it's fairly noisy. It's got adjustable speeds on the bottom here. It starts at 1 and then got 2, 3, 4, 5 and max, so 6 different speeds. Actually, most of the time I have it on max. It also comes with a little Allen key for different attachments, so there's different ways to attach certain things. You can actually bolt them in with the little screw. Let me just show you that quickly. So you have this little adapter plate for slightly bigger tools, and then grab yourself the screw wherever it's hiding. So wait 2 seconds, guys. And yeah, basically you can put your blade on, and this is what blade I've used quite extensively. Let me just zoom in on it so you can have a quick closer look. This is what I use to cut through suspension components. We'll see later in the video. This blade and this lovely little tool. I'll zoom back out, and basically the idea is you can pop this on here like so, pop this on, and then pop this on. So if you want to keep it something permanently mounted to it, you can. Let me just quickly get that started. Hard to do on camera. There we are. You start it and then you use the Allen key that comes with it to tighten it down. And get it off. There we are. Sometimes things are a bit harder than they seem, especially when these little Allen keys stuck in there like that. Yeah, basically you can use it like this too if you want to. I mean, I hardly ever use it like this. Yeah, basically you just screw it in like that. Let me just quickly do that. But you get the idea. Screw it down, nice and tight, and then oscillating multi-tool works as it should. There we are, and that's nice and tight now, so it's not going to go anywhere. Well, not nice and tight, but tight enough. Yeah, and then you can start it up, and you can put a lot louder on Mac size headphone users. Yeah, overall it's pretty good. Let me just take this off. We'll talk about some of the features. Obviously, it's quite a big size to it. It's fairly powerful, and that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. Plus, being a Screwfix, so there's Screwfix around the corner everywhere in the UK. I swear it's like 9 I can think of just close to me here in Cornwall. But yeah, take this off quickly. Take that bit off too, if I can get it off now. Sometimes you get a bit stuck. There we go. Bum ba bum. Got this fresh blade in. There is, again, these blades are great for cutting through metal components like bolts and that. So if you're looking for decent blades on Amazon, pick these ones up, they're really good. And if you want me to do a review on oscillating multi-tool accessories and consumables, let me know and I'll do my best to do that for you guys. But this is how I normally use it. I just pull this lovely little quick release handle up, pop this in here like so, and then set in. And obviously the beauty about oscillating multi-tools is you can open it and set it basically any angle along the circumference you want. So sometimes you can get in that way, sometimes you can get in that way. And it works really well. Take these off. Obviously these blades don't come with it, so you have to buy these separately. They are fairly expensive. Well, so it's not really that expensive, about a tenner a blade. But they're really well worth getting. As for this lovely little machine, it's great. I'll show you some footage of this in action and then we'll come back and we'll look at the other things on it and we'll give you my final thoughts. And now here's the tool in action. So this is a suspension bolt as a rear trailing arm, and the bolt is completely seized in. I've already cut off the other side and that took about 5 minutes, and I've sped this footage up so you haven't got to sit and watch me cut through this thing for about 5 minutes. Obviously I'm not doing the ideal thing. I should put some oil on here to cool it down so it doesn't smoke as much, but apart from that it's cutting through it quite well considering I'm not doing it the correct way as such. Again, you don't really want to get these blades too hot. I thought it had gone far enough to break it off, but it hasn't. So we're going to go back in again with the blade. Again, I have sped this footage up. You can see it cuts through fairly easily and fairly quickly. Again, these are using the blades I showed you earlier in the video. Again, with all the oscillating motor tools, it's about the blades you use, not so much the tool itself. Again, this tool is really powerful, it does help. But again, it's about the blade more than the tool. And there we are, we're going to cut through here now, and that'll be done nice and easily. There we are, and it falls down. So now you've seen it in action on metal. I'm going to show you cutting on plastic. So here's just a piece of plastic and one of the blades that come with it. Cut through that really quickly and really easily. It's quite a thick piece of PETG plastic, so fairly quick and fairly easy. And yeah, again, quick change. And before I move on to my final thoughts, I just want to say if you're new here, please drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. I do tool reviews every Tuesday, so check them out, and obviously repair videos come out when I get a chance to edit them. So plenty of repair videos on my channel, check them out, including the one that I use this on. Well, it's part of it anyway, maybe. No, I haven't released that video yet. There's another video coming on replacing some rear trailing arms, and I use this in that, but I'll show you the footage now. And yeah, overall, pretty good little tool. Moving on to my final thoughts now. Really handy little tool, really useful. Like I said, I use it a fair amount for cutting through decent, difficult, stubborn, seized or frozen fasteners that you just can't get loose. I'm going to give this a 4-spanner rating. It's a really handy little tool, really useful for things. Again, with all these multi-tools, it does depend on the blades you use, so the cheap blades that come with it aren't going to be as effective as the more expensive and different sort of blades here, but again, it's a really powerful tool. It has a, I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, it has a 300W motor, so at 50 Hz in the UK, so really quite powerful. I think does everything I want to do. Like, I was never expecting to cut through the suspension bolts it cut through, but it did, so that's pretty good. And yeah, if you're looking for a decent oscillating multi-tool, I highly recommend picking this one up. The only downside to it, as I should have mentioned again earlier, is that it's a cabled range powered one, so it's not cordless, but it's got quite a long cable on it and you can use an extension lead. Obviously you can't use it in certain positions, but for most jobs I have power available, so really quite useful. And a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members, Mako, Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you all for your support, it really helps me and the channel out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.